Merry Christmas, guys! Today I'm not going to do a micro lesson. What I want to do instead is share some linguistic trivia with you that concerns some of the words and greetings that we use over Christmas time. The first piece of trivia concerns the greeting Merry Christmas. Now, Merry isn't defined by Christmas, but you're hard-pressed to find it used when it's not immediately followed by the word Christmas. If you look at this definition here, you'll see that it doesn't actually mention Christmas at all, but it does conjure up very vibrant and very joyful, spirited images that we would associate with Christmas. Before 1843, however, this definition of the word wasn't popular. Merry back then simply meant agreeable or nice or pleasant. If you look in any of Shakespeare's plays and you see the word merry used, that's the context that it's used in. In 1843, however, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol became an instant success, and in the final scene of the book, Scrooge runs through the streets of London after waking up from his encounter with the ghost of Christmas yet to come, and he joyfully exclaims Merry Christmas to everyone in the street that he meets. And because the book was an instant success, that version of the phrase became a lot more popular, and the old definition of merry, meaning just agreeable, faded from usage, and merry took on the definition that we know today. So now I want to talk about the abbreviation Xmas. Now, this one hits a lot of controversy because people believe that it's a secular, modern attempt to remove Christ from Christmas. But this actually couldn't be further from the truth. First of all, it is not a modern practice at all. In fact, the earliest use of the phrase can be found in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle from 1021 AD. And also, if I was going to try and remove the religious element from Christmas, I certainly wouldn't leave Mass in there. Because Christmas itself is an abbreviation of Christ's Mass. So where does the X come from? Well, we get the word Christ from the Greek word Christos, which is a translation of the Hebrew word Messiah. Now, Christos is spelt like this. As you can see, it starts with what appears to be the letter X, but it's actually the Greek letter Chi. This letter is used as an abbreviation from Christ in a lot of contexts, and we've adopted that into English to form the abbreviation Xmas. But the X does actually represent Christ, so it isn't removing Christ from the holiday at all, it's just using a different language to abbreviate it. Having said that, it's actually not appropriate to say Xmas because it's an abbreviation to make it shorter when writing. But as you can clearly see, it actually takes the same amount of time and effort to say Xmas as it does to say Christmas. So when speaking, it's not appropriate to say Xmas. You should always say Christmas. But when writing, it is okay to contract it down, to abbreviate it as Xmas. I personally also wouldn't say it because it sounds a little too close to eczema for comfort. I don't think I have any international viewers, but I will just explain in case I have some that I don't know about. In Australia, Canada, New Zealand and the UK, Boxing Day is a public holiday that is the day after Christmas. It's sometimes called St. Stephen's Day, the Feast of Stephen, or the second day of Christmas. Now, the origin of the term Boxing Day is actually quite vague. What we do know is that it originated in England and concerned the giving of presents to lower social classes, but that's about as far as we get. There are numerous theories about what the boxing actually means, but all of these are pure speculation. So if someone tries to feed you some tripe about Boxing Day being so called because it's the day where you put things back in boxes and take them to the shops, or it's to do with the rubbish that you accumulate over Christmas, you can tell them where to shove their unsupported theories. Have a very agreeable Xmas, and I will post another video as soon as I can. I'm away at the moment, so it's a bit harder to do it, so they're not coming every day like they were. But I will get on top of it, and I will post one very shortly.